Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox and I'm back for another Epic 7 video. So we got a game maintenance update content 16th of January. So new hero Zeno. I'm gonna go quick through this. He's an ice mage, which is free 5-star. That is cool. He looks really amazing. Now, he looks tanky. Like from what I read, attacks with thorns with a 25% chance to stun for 1 turn. So you got some crowd control here. Single target attack. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's max health. A passive for the skill 2, increased defense and damage of ancient beast by 5% when the enemy uses a non-attack skill. So this is pretty much like at the start of a battle when everyone's like using their buffs and stuff like that. Can stack up to 10 times. So over the course of a long battle, he's gonna get more tanky and he's gonna deal more damage with his ultimate, his skill 3. 4-turn cooldown on skill 3. Usually when they show cooldown here, it's before doing any skill enhancement, so it could be that this goes down to 3 turns. So before awakening, summon an ancient beast to attack all enemies with a 55% chance to silence for 1 turn. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's max health. So he scales with max health, which is amazing. He's free, he's a 5-star. Yeah, everything scales off of max health. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, all max health base, so don't even have to worry about attack. Summon an ancient beast, yeah. So this thing will silence for 1 turn, and it's an AoE. And it starts at 55% chance, so it could be that with enhancement, this could go up to something like 80% chance. I highly doubt it's gonna hit 100% chance. I've never seen like a chance like a 55% chance go up to 100%. So it's gonna be like it could be 70% chance to 80% chance of triggering, but that's huge. AoE and silence. So depending on how much speed he has, he could open up. You could open up with this in PvP, arena PvP, and that's gonna be a massive advantage because the enemy cannot use their skill when they're silenced. Just use skill 1. And also it will inflict bleeding for 2 turns. And the damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's max health. I wonder if the bleeding will scale with max health, because usually bleeding scales off it's 30% of your attack before damage mitigation. So I wonder how that's gonna scale. You know, it says damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's max health. It could be the direct damage that's gonna happen, and then you trigger the bleeding, and then bleeding scales the usual way through attack. But we'll see. Now Roozid Specialty Change, Righteous Thief Roozid. He looks crazy now. Like, that's an insane opener. Looks real cool too. Look at this. Moonlight Roar, cooldown 4 turns, increase combat readiness of all allies 20%, and grants increased speed for 2 turns to all allies through the power of the moon. Also grants the caster continuous heal for 2 turns. You also get an extra turn when you soul burn. Now the thing is, he's at 106 speed, which is not too high, but when you specialize him, this is what you need to do. Kill 500 Belmice, 6 shiny Charm Callus, you give those, and 30 Powder of Knowledge. So start, if you want him, yeah, go farm that Callus. And here's the result of the rune enhancement. Health 10%, health 10%, and if the thing is here, big thing is the 8 speed. So it's gonna bring him to 114 speed, which is very good, and he also boosts the combat readiness of all allies by 20% and gives speed. That's huge. And Judith gives 30% when she's skill enhanced and she goes into stealth, and then she can stun on the next turn. She's a 3-star fire thief, but like he gives speed to the whole team, and it starts at 20%, so it could be that it could be that what's it called? It could go up with skill enhancement. So if the attack hits the caster's combat readiness, if the attack hits, caster's combat readiness increased by 5%. Okay, this maybe for skill 1. There's another thing. When Moonlight Roar is used, if the target combat readiness is below 50%, it will increase the combat readiness of the target by 5%, max 5%. So when that thing's maxed, when that rune in the skill tree is maxed, you get an extra 5%. So 25%, and potentially even more if you are granted more combat readiness out of the skill enhancement. I'll check that out after. I don't want to speculate. Actually, I'm gonna go check it now. Yeah, you get a bunch of combat readiness, but it starts at 15 here. The thing is, he already gives it. It's just he's getting 8 speed more, and that's huge. He gives, yeah, 20% when you do the skill enhancement, but it could be that the stats they're showing is not with full skill enhancement, meaning that you might be getting an extra 5%. So we'll see about that. And let me go back in the notes. Let's speed things up here. That's actually quite good. That 5-star hero though for free. That's some good stuff. Alright. But it could be pretty hard to obtain the hero. More onto that in a second. Like in Arena, that's gonna be a really strong hero to open up with. Thing is, that's pretty much all he brings from what I know. Increase one side, decrease attack effect chance. Decrease combat readiness of the target. Evasion chance increase. So you cannot have more than 2 specialty change mission at the same time, running at the same time. So work on finishing what you got if you already are working on 2 before he gets the specialty chain, assuming you do have him and you do want to do the specialization for him. So challenge arrogant Zeno, which we can obtain. That's where we obtain Zeno. There is an extra difficulty, epic hell. Epic hell. And the drop rate is 50% chance. The usual rewards, but here look, 3%, 7%, 20%, and then 50%. And these are like the drop rates we see for 4-star heroes. Then we got the new difficulty with 50% chance of drop. That's huge. His memory imprint is accuracy. Okay, can only be obtained. Can use multiple copies of him to memory imprint, like the usual stuff. If you clear 40 times hard or above, you do get him guaranteed. Gold transmit stone if you clear hell. 100,000 gold if you clear epic hell, and you saw the other rewards before that. An active guild captain role transfer if the leader is not online for a week, more than 7 days. Leadership can be transferred. Eligible members are, I guess, active members with the next highest rank, and members that are inactive for more than 3 days are not eligible. Alright, bug fixes. Can's knockout skill has been updated. Looks like it was buffed because you're getting 30% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns on top of the burn for 2 turns. So yeah, that's good. Wait, Can's skill Celestial Kick no longer consumes Fighting Spirit? Okay. Fixing some auto battle AI issue here. Wow, Mukacha and Roozid Style now display. What else? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Cannot send original heroes and specialty change heroes on the same dispatch mission anymore. I guess that's pretty much it for this one. There's something here. Unobtainable items no longer display the amount owned. Unobtainable item. So when you're doing a raid, you cannot see the amount of sap covered items you actually picked up. You'll just see one instead of seeing the stack, so you can't. You'll have to count them manually. Not quite sure. All right. So that's it for this one, guys. Exciting stuff. Free 5-star. Mage, like, we don't have too many mages available in the game, I feel like. Well, that we can get for free, or 3-star ones that are good. Interesting, like, it depends how much speed he has. I mean, if he has a base speed of 90, that could be unfortunate, but if he's got like 100 plus, this could be really dangerous. Put a bunch of speed and health and just open up with the ultimate, just mess up the whole enemy's plan in arena. Even for PvE, just running this hero. Yeah, labyrinths, raids, hunts, but bosses are immune to silence though. But you could use him as, I mean, you cannot stun a boss, you cannot silence a boss. Some boss can be silenced, like what's his name? The raid boss, not Devourer Rahakan. Executioner Carcanis can be silenced. But he, like, in a long battle, he's gonna just get more tanky and deal more damage, and against trash monsters, normal monsters, this silence is gonna be quite useful. And you can stun normal monsters. You could use him like an offensive tank. It depends what his base stats are once again, but he scales off of max health, so it could be pretty decent. That's 50% defense increase right there just from the passive in a long fight, so it's interesting. We'll see how the multipliers are, but has potential. And the bleeding, hopefully it scales off of max health. That'd be really nice, not only the initial damage. But yeah, Roozid. Roozid's kit, like, I didn't even know he had all that, really. Like, he had this already. But 15% combat readiness is not much for the whole team. 20 soul to get an extra turn. Decreased attack is very powerful. It just, I believe it cuts the attack in half. 50% reduction of attack against a boss, that's huge. Scales off of speed, and you do increase speed. Increasing their speed. What does it mean? Does he not get increased speed? Their speed? Nah, I'm pretty sure he does get it. What? Wait a second, he has decreased speed and he has decreased attack? That's nuts. This thing is on a 2-turn cooldown. And decreased attack is like one of the most powerful debuff in the game. He just like straight up like cuts the attack of the boss in half. Assuming he's based off of attack only. Wow. Scales off of speed everywhere. But this is not an attack. We'll just preview skill right there real quick. So skill 1. And you can get those effects to 50% chance. 2 turns. You can keep... Well, I mean, it's 50% chance. It's not 100% chance. But still, every 2 turns. He's getting the speed too. It's for himself as well. Pretty nice. And he's gonna be more tanky with all the specialty change stuff. Very good initiator in arena, but not only that, he's gonna keep speed on your team and 3-turn cooldown. Like, he's gonna lose the speed buff if he's very quick compared to the rest of your team, but at least he's gonna keep the speed buff on the rest of your team. It's gonna have a high uptime, and these debuffs are so good in a PvE battle. Like, he's a single target damage dealer, but you could use him in Banshee. He doesn't have an AoE attack, but still, speed up, based on speed. I'm using Sid in Banshee, and he's just melting stuff, and he's not an AoE attacker. I'm using Silk as well, but you're gonna have to decide on who you're gonna use. Like, I could just replace Silk with him. That's gonna be some interesting stuff. Like, those 2 debuffs, like, very powerful, like I said, so I'm gonna have to, like, think about this. And 3-star heroes, they're easy to skill enhance. 1 Molagora, and then 2 for +2, and then 3 for +3. So you're looking at 6 Molagora to have 3-turn cooldown on this and 2-turn cooldown on this. But you're gonna want the 50% chance on this thing. And on this, yes, you're gonna be missing out on 3 combat readiness increase. So that's quite huge. As an initiator in PvP. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see him with specialty change a ton in arena, because he's readily available to pretty much everyone. Like, I still don't have a Kairos after 70 days, 10 weeks since the global release, but I mean, I only pulled 2 copies of him so far. And also, his memory imprint is speed, guys. Another really cool thing, but it's not. He cannot be affected by his own memory imprint, but still. I'm sure a lot of you have triple S Roozid already, especially if you use Skystones to summon, which I don't. Just use the Covenant bookmarks I find on the way. And the ones that pop up in the secret shop in the lobby, or the Vagrant Merchant in the Labyrinth, but I never spent Skystone to refresh the secret vendor in the lobby. Very cool. Gonna have to do I have the Callus? Guess I can check by myself afterward. Where is that thing at? It was that this is it. Shiny Enchantment, wasn't it? Have 8. And you have to kill 500 bell mice. And what else was there? There's some dev notes I have to go through in another video. There's some very exciting stuff coming up, guys. I was thinking about working on a second account and be using heroes that pretty much everyone can obtain easily, but then like it's gonna be so much. I don't have a computer to be running an emulator and have 2 games running simultaneously. I need 2 good phones. I only have like one. Yeah, There it is. 1 second. Yeah, the shiny charm. Yeah, that's the one. The icon looks the same. 30 powder of knowledge. The thing is, you're gonna have to. That's 30 3-star artifacts that you have to sacrifice. A 4-star artifact gives you 8, but still, like, that's huge. Gonna have to farm so many earth runes, so many of them. The thing is, if you want to use them in PvP, it's either you're gonna have a cleave team, so you really want to start first. But starting first, be it cleave team or a single, if you have like some heroes that do single target damage, even if you're not running a cleave team, it's huge to start first, because you can take down the biggest threat or the biggest threats, and you can like set up your maybe like landing a debuff like a provoke with Clury, just like provoking a buffer, provoking a high threat target. Or I mean, Clury has high speed as well. She's at 114, I believe it. Yeah. So, but you could. It's better to put it on. Let's say you build Roozid. It's better to put your best speed gear onto him, because I mean he gives combat readiness and speed, which is huge to initiate with, and he scales off of speed as well for damage. We'll see what the numbers are gonna be, but like this is looking real good. Wait. You decrease target combat readiness with Wind Slash as well. 15% is not huge, but it's something. 75% chance is good too. Decrease attack effect chance by max 25%. What? Decrease attack. That's crazy. This is gonna go up to 75% chance. It's Wind Slash on both. That's skill 2, I believe. I'll go check now. Wow. Wow, 75% chance on this. This is amazing. And decreased combat readiness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build him. He's so good. He's so good. Alright guys, well that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video. Check out a bunch of my guides, gameplay videos, be it for PvE or PvP. Got some hero reviews, gameplay in the hunts and the raids and the labyrinths, and a bunch of guides. So yeah, check those out. I'm out for now. Peace.